In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a crystal grid in our brand new Seed of Life stone edge mold. As you see, the little Seed of Life is engraved in the shiny top right there. This is a pretty easy tutorial. I'm just going to be using some chrome powders from Let's Resin, royal blue, and holographic silver, and then just putting resin in to fill the back. I'm starting with the royal blue chrome powder there and just filling in the Seed of Life symbol. And you don't have to worry about being too messy and staying within the lines because you can clean it up with a Q-tip afterwards. Of course, we've got this sped up because I do not paint that fast, but just kind of showing you the process. It's always best to wear a mask when using powders like this because they do tend to float in the air. But I've done grids like this in the past for my other company, and I like having the two-tone colors. And this set by Let's Resin, these chrome powders, there's 10 different colors in here, so I can't wait to try the rest of them. Maybe red the next time. One thing I will say about it at the end, I don't know if you'll notice, the problem with these powders is it dyes the mold. There's no way to get rid of all of that blue because it's so intense. So after I've filled in all the lines, I'm going to take a little Q-tip with alcohol and just clean up the edges. I do have to clean up the outside of the mold, but I don't bother showing that on video. There is a little circle there around it, and that's where I'm putting the holographic silver, just to frame it because I'm going to be painting black on the background. This is just like our Stone Edge mold that we released last week. The Stone Edge mold has a glossy top, why this one has the engraved symbol of the Seed of Life in it. And it's great because it's deep enough that you can create an orgonite grid. Orgonite is created by adding metal and crystals to it. So our molds do have a lot of depth to them, so you're not left short trying to finish off the back. And this one takes a little bit more resin than the regular Stone Edge one. This takes 9 ounces. Probably could take 9.5, but I was at about 8.9 ounces when I filled it. Look at that holographic shine already. So once I've cleaned it up, I mixed up the 9 ounces of resin and I used HTV Ront black pigment paste, just a couple of drops in there to color it. I didn't put any glittering because I didn't want it to detract from the holographic and chrome of the powders. And just pour it in. I tap it around a little bit, I think, just to release any air bubbles, but I've never gotten air bubbles with this mold at all. So pretty easy, just putting the paste in and then filling it back with the resin. And I was using Bond Crafters resin. They were kind enough to send me a sample of their resin, and it's been awesome. I've done blooms with it. I have another pour coming this week, a dragon scale effect, and it worked perfectly for this as well. So then it's the next day and it's time to demold. Look at how shiny that is. I am going to color in the centerpiece to make the lines pop a little bit more. You don't have to do it, but I wanted to do it. In the past when I've done this, I've used some kind of junky paint from Michaels. That stuff is no good. It's got some kind of oil in it and doesn't work. So I just grabbed some Artist Loft metallic silver and put a little bit in a cup. And this is engraved lines. So where I'm painting the acrylic paint on there, you'll see in a second, I'm just filling lines. I should have used a better brush. This was just a cheap craft brush, and it took me a little bit longer to do it. You can also, I'll show you here in a minute, the rough stone edges, those could also be filled with silver. I did that on another piece, which you'll see, but I decided just to leave the cracks alone for this one. You could pour light colored resin and fill the crack lines with a darker color. It just gives you a lot of options here to create something unique. And if you like crystal grids, you'll appreciate this one because it is definitely unique because it's in this Stone Edge mold and it has a lip on the top of it so your crystals won't fall off of it. And there, I'm not trying to paint the blue, just get everything into the lines. You can see this is sped up quite a bit too. And you just want to let it sit. Some people let this sit for hours. I let it sit for like 10 minutes and that was more enough. See, there's a piece that I did where I filled in the cracks on the edge. Kevin doesn't like that. I like it, but again, I just decided to leave these black. That's a PEC pad. I used that with my photo stuff. It doesn't have any fibers, and I just use isopropyl alcohol to wipe off the acrylic paint, and it leaves it in the little engraved lines. I did get a little too aggressive with it, and it pulled the, as you see, some of the lines there aren't as dark. So I had an extra fine tip marker, which also works. You wouldn't have to do all the painting if you use that. And I just use it in one part little here to show you. These are Deco Color Liquid Silver Extra Fine, and it's perfect to go in the little lines of this Seed of Life symbol. And you just take the pen, the little nub of it fits directly in the line, and it just fills in where it was kind of faded. Because when using the alcohol, if it's sitting up too high, it will pull it out. And that's pretty much it. You don't need to do a top coat. Here I am just showing how you would add crystals. That's a little amethyst pyramid and some amazonite crystals. These are extra small crystals, which we also sell in our shop, but they're perfect for this size grid. So that's what this turns out for. Pretty easy. Just painting the holographic and chrome powders on and then pouring the back. Let us know what you think about our Seed of Life stone edge mold in the comments below.